After more than a decade serving a very remote village in Papua, I've been sick now for a number of months, my 24th case of malaria and parasites, and that has given me time to reflect upon the big picture. The initial steps have been taken, and the stage is now ready for more workers. Through many tears and much hardship, now we've come to a point where we can invite more people in to help us, preferably more Indonesians as well, to help those that are most neglected in Papua.
Trevor Johnson Ministries exists to serve the most forgotten peoples in Papua, Indonesia, to serve the most needy and the most neglected, to fill in the gaps where there is no ministry being done. Trevor Johnson Ministries focuses on 6 important areas. Evangelism, because everything we do flows out of the love that we have for Jesus Christ. Because He's loved us first, we want to focus on evangelism. All of the schooling, the healthcare, the justice, the literature that we are putting out is an aspect of the gospel and an overflow of the love that we've been given in Jesus Christ. We want to see healthy churches planted in Papua and souls saved and disciples made for the glory of Jesus Christ. Scholarships. True faith and education is the key to the future of Papua. In addition to educating hundreds of village children, we've had the privilege of sending 17 students out for higher education. It is always our hope that these students will become the next wave of pastors and teachers, healthcare workers and educators that will bring life and vitality to areas that have been neglected. Literature. We will prepare evangelistic literature as well as literature that explains the true and sad story of these interior regions of Papua. There's great poverty and neglect that goes on in these regions, and there's a lack of gospel workers and gospel witness. It is important that we prepare literature that not only educates the people, but also brings attention to these regions to those outside of Papua. Education. We continue to fund teachers, and we continue to build schools and facilities in remote regions. Starting with the Korowai and the Mamberamo regions, we have now moved on and targeted other regions as well. Members of TJM will network and connect with churches and colleges in Indonesia to find teachers and donors to continue to serve and help these causes. Healthcare. There are many diseases in Papua that are easily treated and often result in death simply out of negligence or ignorance. Malaria, yaws, dengue fever, all of these diseases can be treated or handled by medical professionals. We are publishing articles and we are including literature on how to treat and educate the people, but health workers are needed. We're appealing to national healthcare workers to come and give their lives to serve in these forgotten regions. Justice. We cannot ignore injustice or discrimination, especially towards the poor. We want to advocate for those that have had their lands sold unjustly. We want to advocate for child brides. We want to advocate for those suffering under the physical and sexual violence against women, for those whose lands are being destroyed by the destruction of the rainforest for profit, and illegal mining that is poisoning their water sources. God is a God of justice, and we want to stand with our God and demonstrate the fruit of the gospel by standing up for those that have no voice. It is our hope, it is our dream, it is our vision to see Indonesian people blessing, serving, and ministering to one another. We want to see a generation of Indonesian people raised up to fill the needs in this area of Papua. We want to entrust them with this ministry. As foreigners, our time, our health, our status as immigrants is limited. But for Indonesians, these are your people. This is your ministry. And we want to hand this off to you that you might glorify God and extend the worship of Jesus Christ into these regions of Papua.